Shout out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out that fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the heavyweight superstar power, the big dogs of the heavyweight division. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, the former WBC heavyweight world champ. We got Anthony Joshua, the UK, the hottest UK British fighter to me. He's the two-time and the current unified heavyweight world champion. Then we got Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, who is the two-time heavyweight world champ, but he's the current WBC heavyweight world champ and a former unified heavyweight world champ. And we see Bob Arum come out and say he wants Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3 now, and he's willing to make Joshua fight for late 2021 around the fall or the winter time. He said he's not paying no step-aside money, right, because he felt like Fury is going to beat Deontay Wilder. So Bob Arum is confident that Fury is going to beat Wilder for the second time. But this my thing right here with AJ, and I'm a big AJ fan. If y'all don't know, now you know. Like I said, I didn't agree with the way him and Eddie Hearn was trying to do Deontay Wilder, beating around the bush and shit like that. But nonetheless, you got to respect Anthony Joshua, give him credit for help bringing the heavyweight division back. You know what I'm saying? 70+ thousand motherfuckers in the O2 Arena over in the UK says a lot. But, I know, he just got his titles back, and he defended them bitches against Pulev, finished them off. And he wanted to fight with Tyson Fury. But, Fury wasted his damn time. And I feel like as a man with Anthony Joshua, he should, praise Deontay Wilder and give him credit, for standing on this square. And even though the fight didn't happen, as y'all can see right here, Anthony Joshua, I'm tired, my fans tired, your fans tired. Less talking and more action. You feel me? I understand where he's coming from. But you got to understand Deontay Wilder's position as well. And I think Joshua is always going to be in a great position because he has the fan base. But I think he, understand the realness about this shit. And had Tyson Fury and, was leading them on. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury is the one to blame. He's the one to blame. And it's just real shit. He's out here making it like he could have made the fight happen with Anthony Joshua. He's the one knew he was obligated to, show love to Deontay Wilder and give him that third fight because it was already signed, sealed, and delivered on contract. So when you're obligated to something, you have to pay respects and you got to honor that shit. You know what I mean? You got to honor it, bro. There's no honor amongst thieves, we know that, but you got to honor it, dog. You can't just come and try to run up some shit and then try to take off like, oh, well, I signed a contract, fuck it. Let's get our lawyers to try to swindle up out of this shit because me and Joshua is a way bigger fight than Deontay Wilder, allegedly, what they thinking, right? But when we look at Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? The man that took Tyson Fury up off the couch from being almost 600, 500 pounds, getting him in shape, putting money back in his pockets, and in the second fight, like I said, we can talk about all the shit that happened, all the words that were said, all the accusations and things like that. But nonetheless, Deontay Wilder was still on paper for the rematch. That's my whole case here. He was on paper for the rematch, bro. And there's no way you can get out a rematch without, the person who you're supposed to have a rematch against, then fuck it up. You feel me? If Wilder was on the other end of that, on the other end of the rematch clause, and he did some stupid shit to fuck the rematch up, I understand it. But that's not happening here, bro. Fury tried to, him and his team, they tried to put money together, and they went and tried to blackball Deontay Wilder and not get a man what he's deserving. I feel like that was some weak-ass shit. And if you're a real man, you'll feel like it's some weak-ass shit. And that's why I feel like AJ shouldn't be pissed off, right, or mad at Deontay Wilder. He should be pissed off and mad at Tyson Fury and his team for trying to fuck them over, right, and take this away. And even on Eddie Hearn part a little bit, because Eddie Hearn knew what was in the mix, but they try to let money talk. But, that pen is a motherfucker, family. That pen is a motherfucker. When you sign ink to paper, it's a motherfucker. That's why Eddie Hearn wanted Deontay Wilder to put ink to paper for the Anthony Joshua fight with no venue or no date, because he know if he signed his contract, it don't matter what he say. He's inked in to fight Anthony Joshua. And now, when I feel like putting a date in the date and venue out there, then that's when it happened. But nonetheless, there's no way out of this contract. There's no way out. And just looking at, on the outside looking in, if I'm Anthony Joshua, I would have paid close attention, right? Way more close attention, to Deontay Wilder and Fury and what was really going on, because when you got Wilder coming out, he making all these accusations, this, that, and the third. A man ain't just gonna say all those things with no proof. You're not just gonna say all those things with no proof, bro. It gotta be something out there, because you know for a fact Wilder coming out saying all that shit. And if he couldn't back it up, you know what was gonna happen. He was gonna be crucified, over crucified, over crucified. And the motherfuckers that roll with him is gonna be crucified, crucified, over crucified. You feel me? So I would have paid a little bit more attention to it, which I'm not saying Joshua had to sit down and just study that shit, but ask the real questions. Ask the real, hey Eddie, is it really possible that this fight can really happen? You know what I mean? Let's not go on road. You know what I mean? Right? I'm here for my fans, my British fans, and I'm going to get them a fair fight. But I'm not going to fuck it over, right? I'm not going to chat shit and get banged, I'm going to make sure it's right. And if Deontay Wilder saying these things about Fury, it have to have some type of validity. And if the validities come back, and then it can be no fight, right? So let's not waste our time. And that's what I would have been like with Anthony Joshua, bro. But nonetheless, people are going to feel how they feel. They're going to feel how they feel. With Tyson Fury, he should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself, bro, because he knew for a fact he had to, honor that contract, because he was saying it early on. I can't do nothing until I fight Deontay Wilder the third time. Nothing. When they was asking him about Joshua and him early on, I can't do nothing until I fight Deontay Wilder. I should have pulled up the receipt so y'all can hear that shit. I can't do nothing until I fight Deontay Wilder. Once I get him out the way for the third fight, I'm free to do this and I'm free to do that. But they try to bring up things like the negotiations was pushed aside because the Wilder couldn't make the date. They try to push it back and things of that nature. And that shit was all false. It was all false, bro. And now we are here. So with my dude, Anthony Joshua, it looked like him and Alexander Usyk might be in play. You feel me? Which is nowhere near the money that you would have got fight Tyson Fury. But know this. To me, the real undisputed fight at the heavyweight division is Anthony Joshua and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. That's the real undisputed heavyweight fight, bro. That's the fight that's going to really set the world on fire. And it still will right now. It still will. If Wilder go in there and knock out Tyson Fury, bro, or defeat Tyson Fury, I ain't just going to say knockout, defeat Tyson Fury and get that WBC title back and bring it back to America, bro. And we talking about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. They both took losses. Now, so they understand that we can't bullshit now. But we talking about the UK versus the US for undisputed heavyweight. You feel me? The heavyweights, the biggest motherfuckers in boxing. Just think about how big Deontay Wilder and Fury press conference going to be. That fight's going to be fucking huge. It's going to be huge, right? They're going to sell. They're going to make money. Anthony Joshua always going to sell and make money because he's Anthony Joshua. He's on the level of a Canelo. He's on the level of a Spencer, Mayweather. He's Pacquiao, Cotto, where he holds weight. And as long as he's the champion, you goddamn right, AJ is going to sell. And the O2 Arena will sell out every time he go to that bitch and bring somebody over to fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Alexander Usyk, who is a Eastern European. You understand? An Eastern European who the UK and over there can relate to. So they understand what Alexander Usyk is. They seen this rise and people are going to come out for it. You feel me? But just, okay, Wilder get past Fury, knock him out. Joshua get past Usyk, knock him out, or just beat him. And we talking about putting the UK back up against the US of A. The fans going crazy with each other. The people got to pick a side. Like, come on, bro. That shit is going to be far worse. That's going to be the money, man. That, like, think about early on, bro. That fight was the biggest fight in boxing, Joshua and Wilder. Joshua and Wilder. That's all you kept hearing, Joshua and Wilder. Fury name was not spoken of. Even though I knew that Tyson Fury and AJ was going to have to meet up anyway because they got to see who the king of the UK is. We was talking about the biggest fight in boxing. AJ and Deontay Wilder. That was the biggest fight everybody wanted, bro. And I still feel like it's the biggest fight right now, as long as they take care of their business. But if Fury somehow happened to beat Deontay Wilder again, right, then him and Anthony Joshua is that much more bigger as well. It's that much more bigger as well. Because with all the shit that was going on, the accusations, the rumors, you know, this, that, and all this, people saying this the reason why he lost, that's the reason why he lost, right? That third fight with Fury and Wilder is going to prove everything, family. It's going to prove everything. You dig what I mean? We all go watch and go see if Fury go fight the same way he fought in the second fight. Is he going to try to box? Is Deontay Wilder going to look better than what he did in the second fight? Is he going to try to box? Is he going to try to go forward and knock him out? Is his mind in the right place? What is this? What is that? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be looking at everything and every aspect of it. So as long as Anthony Joshua handle his business like I think he will against Usyk, even though Usyk is a tough fucking fight, he can box the shit out of people, right? Could he outbox AJ? We go see. But with AJ being AJ at that, so you got to do more than just outboxing. You know, but, you know, if the winner of that fight, whomever, Wilder or Fury, it's going to be that much more bigger. But with Wilder, right, it's going to be way more global, man. It's going to be global. You dig? People saying Tyson Fury, AJ's going to be in a Muslim country. It must have been over in this Arab country, over in that Arab country. Okay, that's true. The big fucking fight. Big fight. But over in the UK, you know what I'm saying? Over there in the UK, America won't really go pop like that. Yes, us hardcore fans are going to watch it, and you would have some athletes watching things of that nature. We know ESPN, they would go try to blow it up, but could they convince the people to press the button, the buy pay-per-view? Oh, matter of fact, it's going to be on the zone, so I'm sorry, I take that back. But with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, that's going to be pay-per-view. That's going to be pay-per-view. Fury and AJ would have been the zone, if I'm not mistaken. But AJ Wilder, pay-per-view. Hands down like 630. Pay-per-view that everybody's going to buy because everybody's going to want to see who's the best. Like I say, the boxing is the heavyweight division. Boxing is the heavyweight division. And when you put Deontay Wilder up against Fury or Joshua, it becomes a big major fucking thing, bro. Big major thing. You did? So when I'm looking at the situation, Anthony Joshua, I'll be pissed off at Tyson Fury. Very pissed off at him for trying to swindle you into some shit that he knew that couldn't happen. Wasting your time, even though you're still training, getting ready for a big fight. But wasting your time thinking that this fight can happen. Wasting the people time, right? Wasting the fucking prince of whatever country he was talking to. Wasting their time. You know what I mean? And a gritty-ass promoters that was trying to do Wilder wrong. You know? But it's the boxing game. I understand it. It's the boxing game. But Joshua, you should know, the biggest fight in boxing, the biggest fight in the heavyweight division is you and Deontay Wilder, bro. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder is the biggest fight in the heavyweight division for Undisputed. So Joshua, you should be rooting for Deontay Wilder to knock Tyson Fury the fuck out. You should be rooting for Deontay Wilder to knock Tyson Fury the fuck out if you want your biggest payday. If you want your biggest payday, Deontay Wilder is your guy, bro. That is your guy. You did. But we'll just see how it play out, man. I just feel like Anthony Joshua should come out, give Deontay Wilder his praises, let him know there's no hard feelings. I understood why you stood on your own, too, why you made sure this fight didn't go through, because you want your rematch, and fair is fair, and you deserve your fucking rematch. You deserve it. Because all the odds was against you, and you beat him, homeboy. All the odds was against you, and you beat him. And if you're a real man, you applaud that shit. You will get that man his flowers, and you will respect it and say good luck. And say good luck. But we will see what happens, fam. We will see what happens. By September, we will know something. You know what I'm saying? Well, before September, we will know something. Who Anthony Joshua fight, Tyson Fury and Wilder, if they going to make it happen, right? And we will see, man. We'll just see how the future play out for these dudes. But the heavyweight division is the biggest division in boxing. And to Monty Brown, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua is the biggest fight in boxing for Undisputed. It gets no bigger, and I'm standing on that. Until then, it's your boy Monty. This is the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.